My name is Christopher Pereira and I'm the chair of the Oregon Vapor Trade Association. The Oregon Vapor Trade Association thanks you for joining them here today. I myself would personally like to thank all of you for taking the time out of your lives today to come to the Capitol steps here in Salem, Oregon and speak your voice. It takes courage and determination of will to make the sacrifice that was required to be here today, and for that I commend you all. Thank you. I would also like to extend my gratitude to the business members that make up the OVTA. Without your dedication and charitable donations, we would not be standing here right now. I would like to thank Jason Weber from Vape Crusaders for putting the good foot forward and spearheading this Vape Day at the Capitol 2020. A true warrior for this cause who puts everything on the line to defend it daily. I also have a special thank you for Michael Allen Jones from Rock and Vape. Who is the fantastic individual who made these meetings possible today. We would be talking to walls if it wasn't for his great fortitude and commitment.
Jonesy!
One last huge thank you to our lobbying team. You know who you are. Thank you for taking our voice past our individual reach, and thank you for propelling the echo of that voice beyond these marble walls.
Thank you.
Enough salutations. I came here to talk to you all today about personal freedom and human rights. Let's not be cross about it. The right to vape flavors is at the core of these freedoms, and it's the absolute cornerstone of the modern human rights movement. By definition, the human right to health means that everyone has the right to the highest attainable standard of physical and mental health. And as former smokers, we know that tobacco harm reduction by vaping nicotine is that higher standard. We know that vaping nicotine and electronic delivery system, ENDS product, vape, mod, or whatever you want to call it, is 95% safer than smoking. Yes. So says the Royal College of Physicians. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Vaping is 95% safer than smoking.
Yeah.
Just to reiterate that statement in more current context, the Department of Environmental Medicine and the New York University School of Medicine conducted a study last year on September 9, 2019, which concluded that the measurement of nitrosamine levels in the body is the gold standard for assessing possible carcinogenic effect. They found that by testing the urine and saliva of e-cig vapors, that we only have 5% of the levels found in comparable tobacco smokers. They went on to say that this finding has supported the recommendation from public health experts, including Public Health England, that electronic cigarettes are 95% safer than conventional cigarettes. Hello, are you listening to me? A United States School of Medicine and the Department of Environmental Medicine has confirmed what us vapors, Public Health England, and the Royal College of Physicians has been saying the whole time. Vaping is 95% safer than smoking. More importantly today, vaping flavors is 95% safer than smoking. Flavors are the backbone of the vaping experience. We know this, you know this, and it's time to let our state representatives and senators know this. Outlawing flavors in Oregon would only serve as a vehicle to create more smokers, more misery, more suffering, more medical bankruptcies, and more death from smoking-related illnesses. It's 100% in the interest of Oregon's public health to keep this life-saving 21st century technology available as a tool, a different pathway, a freedom of choice, an alternative to combustible or traditional tobacco. 480,000 red-blooded Americans die every year from smoking.
Ooh.
My stepmother died last year from a smoking-related illness, cancer. Discouraging the use of a product proven 95% safer by removing the most important and most effective quality about it through unlawful temperance prohibition laws is by far the most insulting thing that these legislators can do to her memory. We know adults use a wide variety of flavors to keep them from going back to smoking. Flavored e-liquid represents 90% of all vapor-related sales. Over 85% of adults who quit smoking with vapor products quit with flavors and continue to use those flavors. Just year, the Oregon Vapor Trade Association decided to conduct an in-store survey. We sampled over 1,000 customers from participating member stores, and boy, oh boy, what did we find? We found that not out of 1,000 plus customers surveyed, not one, zero, zilch, nada, not a single person was currently vaping a tobacco-flavored e-liquid. Most of us who use vapor products don't want anything to do with tobacco flavors. Taking away all flavors and only leaving tobacco is folly and the most backwards thinking in history. How long would a recovering alcoholic stay sober if the only water available was whiskey flavored? Flavors save lives. Not only will this legislation harm Oregon's public health, but it will negatively impact our economy as well. Vapor businesses create jobs and contribute to the state's fiscal budgets. Those jobs feed families, clothe children, pay rents, and provide revenue to Oregon via taxes. We don't want what happened in Washington to happen here. What happened in Washington was a complete destruction of the vapor industry. Washington had over 160 vape shops close their doors. Over 350 business licenses were not renewed. Hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of associated jobs were lost. There's nothing even left to tax in Washington. The OVTA is committed to stopping a similar travesty here in Oregon. We want a vibrant adult consumer market for Oregon, full of flavors and full of options. Unfortunately, we have already experienced the negative effects of mass hysteria perpetuated by a biased media with an agenda. We have experienced the negative effects of crony government and unlawful executive orders. Disinformation and fear obviously has an adverse impact on consumer confidence. And we've had people who don't know any better choose to quit vaping and return to smoking because of extremely bad reporting in the media. Governments chose to take action to ban vapor products because of borderline malpractice by agencies such as the FDA and CDC. And we are now currently living in the wake of this coordinated attack on the vapor industry. Since last year, Oregon has had over 50 vapor businesses close their doors. That's over 50 physical locations where someone was offered a choice. 50 places where lives were changed. 50 places where lives were saved. 50 places that were creating a positive benefit, health benefit to their communities. They're gone, all gone. It's time to change the narrative, flip it upside down, give it an about face, turn it around. It's time to rise up and speak truths, to let our legislators know that we are here and we exist and that we're ready to fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is precisely what we intend to accomplish here today. We are here to educate our senators and House representatives. We are here to tell them that we are adults, that we're not bots, that we like flavors, and that we're committed to using something that has been proven time and time again as safer alternative. They claim there's a youth vaping epidemic, and the only solution that they can come up with is to infringe on the rights of their adult constituents? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. We know it doesn't, because since its inception, the Oregon Vapor Trade Association and its members have been working towards solutions to curb youth access and youth use issues. We know there are literally dozens and dozens of better solutions. Solutions that don't involve the removal of rights from adult citizens. Solutions that create jobs instead of taking them away. Solutions that are fiscally sound. Solutions that don't close businesses. Solutions that are inclusive. And solutions that benefit the public health of Oregonians. It begs many questions that our legislators would jump the gun and rush into unresearched and hasty bill proposals, especially in a short session year. It begs many questions that our governor would create an unlawful executive order that tried to ban flavors and required the establishment of the governor's vaping public health group, which was supposed to include representatives from business. Well, that's weird. What business? Because the work group's already assembled and there's not one business representative from the Oregon vape industry on it. Oregon lawmakers need to bring us to the table and work together with the vape industry on a viable, common sense solution that doesn't destroy lives. Okay, you guys ready? Let's send them a message. Let's tell them we're here and we're listening. Let's tell them how serious we are. Let's tell them we vape, we vote. Okay, you got that? So every time I say we vape, we vote at the end of a sentence, you guys are gonna repeat it, yell it, scream it loudly, extremely loudly. Let's let them hear it past the marble, okay? Let's do a trial run. We vape, we vote.
We vape, we vote.
Good, nice job. Here we go. Just remember to make it loud and let them hear you. Mons Anderson and Sherry Hilt, we are here to tell you that we vape, we vote.
We vape, we vote.
We are here to tell you that we, as adults, use flavored e-liquid and not to take it away from us because we vape, we vote.
We vape, we vote.
We are not bots. We are real people. We are adults who choose a different pathway, and because of that, we vape, we vote.
We vape, we vote.
We use flavored vaping products because our lives and our health is paramount, and it's of the utmost importance. This is why we vape, we vote.
We vape, we vote.
We have witnessed death and disease from smoking in our families and social groups, and because of that, we will fight with every last breath to secure our freedoms and our rights as adults who use flavored vaping products. We vape, we vote.
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 Very good, you guys. All right, I want to thank everyone for showing up today to support this noble cause. Thank you for braving the weather and the traffic. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedules and lives. But most of all, thank you for your sacrifice. You're amazing and you can make things happen. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Chris.